what happens is when you first present the ideas to them, they are not sure what to do, but what they've done is not working. So when
Yeah.
Page Turner comes in, it's time to get to business.
It is. This is Page Turner from HGTVs Fix My Flip, and you're watching Bandkind.
Hi, this is Nick at Bandkind, and Page Turner has 2 more episodes of Fix My Flip on HGTV. Will the homeowners listen to her or not? Make sure you tune in and watch. Paige, I am so grateful to get to talk to you today.
I am here, and I'm just so blessed to be here. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about Fix My Flip. You are going in and doing this, but you're investing your own money? That's a little unheard of.
Well, it is. We have a few unheard ofs on Fix My Flip, but I'm going in to help struggling and failing flippers turn it around and, show them how to create something from what they seem as nothing and turn it into a profit. It is my business. So I'm investing my own money, my time, my team, design plans, floor layouts, you name it.
Yes.
And we work together because I don't own the property. So I'm their coach, and we work together to turn these properties around and get them listed and make some money.
What I love most about what happens is when you first present the ideas to them, you can see that they are not sure what to do, but what they've done is not working. So when Page Turner comes in, it's time to get to business.
It is. And it's interesting in this show because unlike in my real flipping business or even on the previous show I was on, I was in control of the property, right? It was on me to listen to myself. But with Fix My Flip, I'm the coach, and the team doesn't always listen to the coach, right? Even though I come in, it's a blessing because I'm able to say I've been there before and I'm going to show you how to get out of this. But what's even more interesting is, do the flippers listen to me on every episode? I don't know. We have 2 episodes left, and I don't know if they'll listen to me. I don't know if we'll get that reveal from them. It's been an interesting journey of human behavior and faith,
That's
on
good.
my side and on their side. And that's my takeaway from this show. Yeah, it's a TV show, but it's also real life. It's real homes, real flippers, real money. Right. And it's all being filmed, and you're going to get everything that HGTV offers. But in between, it's an interesting human journey.
Yes.
It's a first-time concept show like this. So there's never been a show on the network or anywhere else where you get the great flip and you get the negotiation, which is nail biting. You get the cliffhangers. You really get to see the pitfalls of flipping and what to watch out for.
That's not even talking about the house or what's under the ground or what's behind the wall. That's what we're talking about.
Exactly. And we have 2 more episodes left. And like I just mentioned a little bit, we won't even know if the flippers accept my help and if we'll even get to a reveal. I mean, they're deep. It gets deep because you're dealing with humanity. Yes. And you're dealing with options and choices, just like faith is, right? You have an option and choice to walk by faith or by sight. It's your choice. And that's how great our God is. He gives us a choice. And then I've heard somebody say, you're a product, besides grace and mercy, you're a product of your choices, so choose wisely. So which one do you want to choose? You choose one way, you get to your destination quicker. You choose another way, I don't know if you get there at all.
A recent episode, the homeowners were like, let's just paint the cabinets. Let's just do that instead of replacing them. And then you showed them the reality of it. It is stressful to know when to paint and when to replace. And because of your history, you can solve that for them pretty easily.
Because there's only 46 minutes allotted in an hour show because of commercials, you don't see me like, you guys, let's talk about the reason for this. You want to reconfigure cabinets when you can just buy some new ones? It's going to cost the same. Right. You get a little bit of it, but that goes back to this show where I'm the coach and I don't own the property. So it's also hard for me because it takes away my control. Yes. But it really lends to a great show of what will these flippers do? Are they going to listen to me or not? Why'd you call me in if you're not going to listen to me? Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't mince words when you're talking to them. And I love that you have this long history of what you've done, and they just need to surrender to what you know. And listen, it's tough. I see both sides.
It is tough. And such is life, right? That surrender, that is such a powerful word, because it all is going to go back to ego and pride, which is what I see so much on these episodes, and even with clients that I work with. So it's a whole like emotional roller coaster on this show.
Yeah, you bring a different aspect of it too, not just those extra little gems that we find, but you also bring a faith perspective in that. And I think that just as deep as your entrepreneurial background is the depth of your faith too.
I've told people this a lot over the years, and I heard it somewhere decades ago. We always say many are called, but few are chosen. And for some reason, sometimes you see people take it on the puffed up side. I'm chosen, I'm called, I'm chosen. Well, I think it's the opposite. I think many are called, but few are chosen, because the ones who are chosen answer the call so that they can show up and show out and make the way and speak to mountains and have those mountains moved. It's all word and action, right? Oh, me too. Girl, you are igniting something in me. I had to put my earphones on, like, hold on. We're going there today, Nick. It's a different responsibility. It's a little bit more stress, but I'm built for that. And I'm built for that because of my foundation of faith. I have a coat of many colors, and it all comes from tears. It comes from wounds that have been healed. It comes from, really, really connecting with Father God, Holy Spirit. I mean, it's constant. I know sometimes it's like, Paige, but because he never takes a day off, he's always there to bring me in. It's me really saying, God, it's me again. But he's like, here, come. And, let's rest you.
You walked through some stuff, and this is why this is why your faith is deepened, because you've rested on it. You've leaned into it when maybe you didn't want to. Maybe that wasn't the path that you felt like was going to be the right way to go. But the strength that comes out of that, the gold that comes out of the kiln. And I love that you are bringing that to the show. And it looks good too. You got camera crew, you got film, you got, you're like, make sure you shoot the house from this angle. Make sure you get this. How is that for you, working with that kind of a team?
It's been brilliant, because with the first show, I was in front of the camera only. And now as co-creator, executive producer, and host, I get to see all of the facets. Being behind the camera, there have been so many miracles on this show that the viewer will never know of, just from a faith point behind the camera. Yes. And it was all because of faith. And I give God all the glory to it, because it wasn't me. It was just him using me as a vessel to get a lot done.
What is this birthing in you?
Well, I've been a real estate broker for 20 years. I am in love with executive producing. I'm in love with creating shows with substance and meaning, and getting those shows shopped and pitching and green lighting. I'm in love with that, and so I do love this show. I think it's a great show. It's a different show. It's a show that can only get better.
Over this 20-year career, there's been plenty of music that has been in your ear. What music motivates you?
Of course, my go-to is always Christian and gospel music. It's always, I don't care if that means, and Mandisa's amazing, as long as they're singing word. Yeah. But when you start singing word, that's a whole new level, and that's what I look for, because that means that as I'm humming it throughout the day, I'm repeating word and I'm not even realizing it.
CeCe Winans won Grammy Awards for Believe For It. She's singing about believing for it.
Absolutely. And my 6-year-old niece will stand here and sing that song, and sing, 6 years old, and she knows every word. And that's how I raised my kids, That's it. Now, sometimes though, I have to be honest, sometimes if I'm in an emotional morning, I'm like, okay, if I turn on some scriptural music, I'm going to go into a straight cry, and I have my makeup on. So I'm going to come back to that, Lord, because it gets so overwhelming of gratefulness and thankfulness, Yeah. Yeah. So.
Man, you have definitely lived a life, and I'm so grateful that you're getting to share it on television, that you're getting to share it with people, with humanity, giving them hope with every interaction that you have with these people, whether they listen to you or whether they don't.
Thank you, Nick. Anything that I do, I always pray first, and I always ask God to use me. And I always ask God for people to see the God in me, because I'm never going to walk in somewhere and be high and mighty. I walk in humility, whether on TV or off TV. That's who I am by nature. That's who, I've allowed God to make me be. And, but it is very stressful.
Take us to Rock the Block.
Oh.
How stressful was judging?
Very. It's so bad. Like it's like you're looking at the face of these little lost puppy dogs, like, choose me. Yeah. And you want to, because you see the brilliance in each design, because they wouldn't be there if they didn't have the
right.
It factor, right? The 4 top design teams, because everybody's so nice and you want everybody to win.
That is tough.
So yeah, it was tough.
Well, we look forward to watching these final 2 episodes of your show. And again, if they've missed any episodes, they can go back on Discovery Plus and they can do a little binge watch there.
Yes, binge watch Discovery Plus, and we'll be on 2 more weeks on HGTV.
I'm talking to Page Turner, and definitely check her out if you need final 2 coming out. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Blessings. Bye.
Bye.